Google made waves when they shared that they'd be releasing their own AI text-to-music app, which is crazy on its own. But what's even crazier is that what the AI was producing was better than anything else we'd heard from any other AI, from audio quality to music comprehension and even originality. To put it simply, it was good. It was really good. And after a long wait, Google's AI test kitchen is finally available to the public. But what does that mean for us? What does typing in a prompt and getting an audio sample do for us? Because I'll tell you right now, this app might not be what you want it to be. Well, today I'll be showing you how you can take full advantage of AI test kitchen in your production. First, we're going to go over some of the prompt examples and testing. Then I'm going to show you how to work these into a sample that you've got full control over. So let's get started. So I thought it would just be called MusicLM, but it's actually called the AI Test Kitchen. That was unexpected. So one thing to mention is that you do need to sign up and go into a waiting list to even try out this demo. Now, I already did that, so all I have to do is go sign in and we get to go. How to make a good prompt. This looks kind of cool over here. Be very descriptive. Electronic or classical instruments sound best, okay. Mention the vibe, mood, or emotion you're trying to create. Certain queries that mention specific artists or include vocals will not be generated. Okay, so you cannot, it sounds like you can't say like, give me a Travis Scott type beat or a Travis Scott melody and it'll just pop it like that, because that's the whole controversy around like AI right now and why it took so long for this program to even come out. I actually think that's a good way to go about it right now, at least for the time being. Improve the model by giving out trophies. So what happens here is that it gives you two different options and then you can choose which one is better. I'm definitely going to be doing that and recommend you guys doing that as well, just because we're testing this right now and helping it improve. So we have an obligation to try and further along the technology. Let's try out something over here. Let's try out one of the longer ones over here. Optimistic melody about the arrival of spring, full of joy and hope. Tranquil flute in the background, upbeat with a gentle guitar riff. Let's just see what happens there. So this already sounds like the next level and setting the bar for text to audio. And if I'm being honest here, they both sounded almost identical. I guess I'll go with the first one for now. But one thing to notice is that there was no mention of drums in here at all, and both of the tracks did have drums in them. All right, but now let's try coming up with one of our own prompts over here. Thing you would hear in a club with a lot of bounce. Let's see if we can do something more like that. This is already so good. Like, actually, I don't even know how, I'm lost for words right now. I'm honestly just blown away. Every time that I've tried to use something for AI and told it to make like a trap melody, it never really knows what I'm talking about. So the level of understanding that this AI has with what you put into its prompt is next level for me so far. But once again, I did not ask for drums in here. I even put just a trap melody over there and it added the drums on its own, which, yes, that's how I knew that it was understanding what I meant by trap, but still, I'm looking for a melody that maybe I can sample so I can lay down my own drums and 808 patterns and everything like that. So what happens if I just put without drums? Immediately has drums. See what that does, huh? Like, that sounds good, man! I do like number 2 better, though. It's just a little bit more vibey. This one's a bit more simple and bouncy, but this one's, I like this one. Yeah, for sure. But again, I want to find something without drums, though, man. Huge synth melody for cyberpunk. Something you would hear in John Wick 4. I think there's 4 movies, right? I've never seen any of them. It can, oh, that's right, because I'm asking for John Wick. That's right. That's my bad. I can't say specific things like that. That's still really damn good, man. This is number 2. I like this one better, instantly. I'm definitely going for number 2 here. Giving that one a trophy and then downloading that too. Futuristic track synth melody dystopian. I can't spell anything, man. Okay, number 2 is perfect. so good, man. Let's try something very different. We've done 2 prompts that are kind of similar. Cinematic movie score with large strings and horn section. So far, not in love with it. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I mean, this one does still sound better than the first one, so I'll go with that. But not in love with that. See how this prompt works out here. Sounds really cool, but once again, it has drums in there. And yeah, why not? I'll go ahead and save it too. This is getting a little bit too deep in here, but I feel like I'm trying to give as much of like painting a picture as possible, okay? Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Both of these are really good, man. I might just say both of these. This is so good, man. The comprehension of the prompt that you give it is such next level. I think I'm gonna download both of these tracks, and I might just make a pack over here, and then whenever I need samples, I'll just go in that pack. I want to do a test here. I don't think this is going to come out good. I don't think. I want to give very contradictory prompts here. A slow jazz rhythm with aggressive synths, fast-paced club beat with lo-fi drums. See what happens there, man. Why? How did it actually give me something usable? How did it get this prompt and give me something usable? It sounds like I'm playing Terraria. Why did I like that? I hear nothing of the elements that I put in here, but it gave me something that I still like. That just means that we're not going contradictory enough. We need to really try. I'm trying to break it here. Cinematic dance grooves. God, what would this be? Away on a 1730s pirate ship. Why not? How is it even better than the last one? I just don't know what to do, man. I don't know how much more confusing of a prompt I can give it. It still did something great. I think I like number 1 better, but I'm still downloading both of those, man. What the hell happened here? So already these samples are sounding incredible. The comprehension that the AI has with the prompt is truly better than any other program that I've seen. I put trap in the prompt and it gives me 808s. I put lo-fi, you get those classic hip-hop drums and soothing melodies. Amazing ARPs when I say cyberpunk. It knows what you are talking about. And also I recorded a bunch more examples of prompts as well, but cut it down to just the ones I thought we could learn from. However, there is one glaring problem. I feel like everyone was so excited about MusicLM because we wanted samples that we could flip. But seeing as how every single sample had drums already baked into it, it makes it a lot harder to find a room to put down your own patterns. And the way that I can justify using AI is by using it as a tool, not something that does 100% of everything. So I found a way that I can have complete control over the sample where I can add my own instruments and even my mixing and mastering. Alright, so it is now a brand new day, and if we look over here, these are all the samples that we got from AI Test Kitchen. These are all audio files that I think that I can probably sample and use to make a track out of. Now again, this might be kind of hard because all these samples have drums in them already. Let's try out this one right here. And now we get to see just how accurate the tempo is. We have to stretch that a little bit, and we'll see how on beat that is. It does not look on beat at all. Right there, that's actually, okay, so cut that off right there. Again, it takes some musical knowledge to know certain things. Now look at that. That looks like it's almost perfectly on beat right there. It's not. I think I got it perfectly here. There we go, nailed it. That's actually really damn good. And it sounds pretty good right there, but I want to be able to sample this. So we're gonna do a few more tricks to make it sound a bit more pleasing and more to my style. So we are going to dramatically lower the tempo over here and then turn down that. That's perfect, man. That sounds so much better to me. All right, putting that onto a mixer track. Whenever there's drums inside of a sample already, it makes it a bit more difficult to add your own. So I think what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna go grab Sample App, actually. All right, so I've already got a video on Sample App, but a little bit about the VST here. It is a plugin that you can put any audio source in there. It's converting the audio to MIDI and then back again, allowing you to completely change up any audio sample and split different instruments like drums, vocals, melody, anything like that, which I think is going to be very handy for using these samples that already have drums baked packed into them. Okay, now all I've got to do is drag that sample on over to SampleLab over here. And this is not going to be a SampleLab tutorial or anything like that, but we definitely have everything split up now. Is it going to be perfect? No, but it definitely is going to give us a lot more room to add our own stuff and change up the sample as much as possible on its own. We can also hear just the drums. And then yes, also why not just the bass line? Great, export stems. And once again, yes, it's not going to be perfect, but now we've got all of these stemmed out over here in these 3 audio files right there. All right, now we can go and change that up a little bit more. We're still getting a few different gaps over there, so let's go and add some delay and reverb. Now for the idea that I had, I want to basically mute these drums a little bit. I don't want them to hit as hard. If I want to add my own drums here, then I can't have it taking up too much space. Now, we're going to leave it for right now. I think once I add my drums, it actually won't be that big of an issue, but I'll explain that in a second. And I mentioned in the last video, I've really been enjoying putting some really chill, relaxed trap drums over these sort of melodies. So I think I'm going to try and do that here. I've not recorded anything since so long. Should I give it a try? Oh my god. This was fun. Okay, and as for earlier what I was explaining about how the trap drums shouldn't get in the way of the bass over here, is if I have my kick drum right here, I can sidechain it on over to my melody bus, throw on some Shaper Box 3, make sure it's routed over to my kick right there, enable it, and make sure the audio triggering is on. Yeah, man, I like this a lot. It's very pleasing and just very much suits the production that I've been doing recently. And once again, a track that I would not have made if not for AI. And that was just one of, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4, like 20 samples that we downloaded from the day beforehand that I can do the exact same routine and make some amazing tracks that truly are my own with the assistance of AI. And definitely want to find a way to put these drums somewhere too, because these drums are pretty sick, man. Sounds like the sample would start something around over here. I think I've already almost got it on tempo too. Yep, I looped it perfectly. Let's try an old pack. It just works so damn well with a lot of stuff, man. This is already just so much fun, and I feel like I'm just barely scratching the surface here. Again, this is a lot more samples that I could go over right now, but I'm tapped. So no, I'll be the first to say it. MusicLM is not what I thought that it would be. I think when everyone heard the demos from the pre-release, everyone thought that we could just say, give me a trap melody, and we would get something that we could sample like any other melody loop. That's just simply not the case. Also, I do feel like we are completely spoiled nowadays with sample packs. Whenever you buy a pack from like Cymatics or Producer Grind or me, you get all the stems, MIDI, key, BPM, so maybe all of that freedom has led us to have too high of expectations for AI. AI Test Kitchen is an amazing and probably the best AI text-to-music application we have so far, with a lot of potential. It is just the next step in the journey to furthering AI, and that's how it should be viewed, not as the destination.